Hello? Hello? Yeah. Hello? Hey, everybody, we're going to get started. So if you want to come up to the front, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello. I do my rounds. Welcome, everybody. Shh. We're getting started. They're taking photos. If you guys want to come to the front, that'll be great. Hello, hello, hello. You guys are going to miss out on the best back here. Hello. Hey, come on up to the front. We're starting. Yes, welcome. Let's come on up. Yes, yes, yes. So we are getting started. If you want to come up to the front. Okay. Last call for drinks. The bar is closed. The bar is closed, yes. Step away from the bar. Step away from the bar, Bill. Hello, everybody. Okay. The bar is closed. You should have gotten here early, Justin. Early bird gets more drinks. Hello, everybody. Okay. So I'm making my way back up here to the front. Is the photo done? Y'all survived the photos. Great. Okay. Hey. Oh my gosh, come to the front. Like there's this whole space that's empty. Come up this way. Make room for those in the back. Come on up. Yes, there's a seat here. There's 2 seats over here. There's some chairs over there. I'm going to catch my breath. I'm not used to running around like this. So anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to F.I.E.S.T.A. I'm Cherie, the Startup Mama, your co-founder of this amazing community, and I am joined by my best friend, co-founder, the event magic extraordinaire over there, John. Raise your hand, John. Yes, you're going to actually hear from John tonight. So we had a little change in plans. If you have any questions about event magic, this name tag, you will want to talk to John. But basically, anybody that you scan, if you take your phone out and scan somebody's QR code, you will get an SMS message. They'll get an SMS message. You're connected. Tomorrow, we follow up with a list of everybody that scanned you or vice versa. More importantly, you'll get a list of everybody that checked in. How many are here tonight? 181. Okay, so you're not going to meet 181 people tonight, but we provide a list. We're making it easier with Event Magic. So make sure you scan somebody. Also, F.I.E.S.T.A stands for, y'all can read, founders, investors, entrepreneurs, startups, techies, Austin newcomers, and adventurers. So a shout out to our incredible team of volunteers. I have Rafaela back in the kitchen who shows up every month. I have Miranda and Homer. Who else is here tonight helping volunteer? Raise your hand. Okay, let's give them a warm, is it Dina? Dina, a warm, yes, thank you. So, you know, volunteering is ultimately an act of kindness, and it really helps me kind of show up here if I have volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering, please scan the QR code. We definitely need more hands and would love for you to be part of this amazing team. Speaking of helping, once you finish your food and drinks, if you can put that into the trash can, that would save us so much time at the end of the evening so we don't have to go around picking up after everybody. Or if you see stuff just laying on the table, just throw it in the trash can. Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. They're definitely on my list. So at F.I.E.S.T.A, our mission is to be a resource and connection hub, and we're actually elevating, empowering, and educating founders. And one of the ways that we do that is each month we do F.I.E.S.T.A, where we give 10 founders an opportunity to get on stage, pitch their startup 2 times a year. We also highlight them in our newsletter by telling their founder stories and sharing their wins. We like to elevate what they're doing, and also it inspires other founders who are in this ecosystem. And now we're going to be focusing more on educating founders because we realize that many founders are floating between ecosystems with their startups. So whether they're coming from New York or Miami, internationally, and we have launched F.I.E.S.T.A Connect to kind of solve that problem. But I'm going to tell you more about that in a moment. However, I am curious to know how many people are actually floating through F.I.E.S.T.A this evening. It's your first time actually being here at F.I.E.S.T.A. Raise your hand. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of people. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to have you. I know for a fact that we had somebody fly in from Sweden last night to attend. Christo, are you here? Raise your hand. That's Christo over here. He actually is the founder of, let's see, is it BeetleSense? BeetleSense, a company helping forest owners with ultra-early detection of bark beetle outbreaks, an innovative solution making a real impact in forest management. So be sure to welcome him and ask him questions about what he's doing. How long are you here for? 3 days, okay. And you heard about F.I.E.S.T.A and you had to be here. Thank you, that's amazing. Warms my heart. So, okay, for those that have been here before, thank you so much for coming back. You make this event what it is. We know you can be anywhere this evening, but you're here, and I have a lot of gratitude for you. Thank you. Bathrooms are out the back door, that way, past the elevators to your right, and to your right again. Anybody park in the Omni Hotel? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, pay attention. So you want to make sure you get a parking validation. If you parked after 5 and you leave before 8:30, it's $8. If you leave after 8:30 because you go to the after party, you'll get $8 off your ticket, okay? So don't forget to get your parking validation. We typically don't have them on us. I'm curious to know how many of you are now calling Austin home. Okay, so John and I have been here for 35 years. I'm curious, is there anybody that has been here 35 years or longer? Raise your hand. Homer! Anybody else? Okay, Nick, how long have you been here? You were born here. He's a unicorn. Okay, I won't give it away. So I'm going to go on the other end of the spectrum, because I usually start there. How many of you have been here for 1 year or less? You moved here 1 year ago. Raise your hand. Nice and high. Oh, it's getting less. Okay, how about 6 months? Keep the hands up high. 3 months? Okay, how about 1 month? 1 month? 1, 2, 3. How about 1 week? A week ago. Where are you coming from? Welcome. How about you? Orlando? Anybody else back over here? Seattle and Portland, Oregon. Poland. Oh, Poland. I didn't hear. Okay, Poland. Wow. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Y'all are the reason the traffic is getting so bad. So, anyway, okay. As I was saying earlier, we're growing, and now we're going beyond Austin. I kind of like to say to infinity and beyond, like Buzz Lightyear. And how we're doing that is, since 2021, we've been gathering monthly, and on average, we have about 200 attendees at our events. And in the 4 years that we've been doing this, about 10,000 folks have actually come through F.I.E.S.T.A, which is a lot of people. And now what we're doing is we want you to check out F.I.E.S.T.A Community. Oops, yeah, F.I.E.S.T.A, is that the right one? The other one, back. F.I.E.S.T.A Community is our website. On our website, we keep the founders' events. We have a calendar for you to find the best events around Austin. There's a really cool event tomorrow you can find on it, being held by Austin Connections. We elevate what the other ecosystem builders are hosting that are founder-friendly. And then, let's see. So think of us as your in real life local event. And it was built with founders by founders. And now what we're doing is we are going global. super exciting. In February, we kind of did a soft launch of Fiesta Connect, Fiesta Connect. And no matter where you are geographically, you can now be connected, and we give you access to hands-on support, accountability groups, resources to level up your startup, and community. We're your home away from Austin. How many of you kind of come here for a month or two and then go back to New York or Miami or somewhere else? I mean, a lot of founders are doing that these days. And so we want to kind of solve that problem. We've had over 450 already sign up. Who has signed up for the platform? Raise your hand. How many of you are on the platform? Okay, if you're not on the platform, scan this QR code and go and check out all the amazing resources that are already on there for you as a founder, because if you're serious about growing your startup, we're here to help. And tonight I have Nick. Where's Nick? Nick is in the cowboy hat. And Daniel and David over here. They will be kind of set up over here if you have questions about Fiesta Connect. Okay, Fiesta meets every third Tuesday. Come back May 20th. Someone said they hadn't been here in about a few years, but they knew they could come back because we meet on the third Tuesday, same time, same place, right here. So we always welcome you back. I want to ask that you join me in welcoming our newest sponsor. Pillsbury Law is a global law firm with a deep expertise in supporting startups. As founders, you will at some point need a representation. And here tonight I have Andy Samonte. Did I say it right? I know I didn't. Anyway, Montana. Okay, it's Montana. Anyway, he's the section leader of Pillsbury's Emerging Companies and Venture Capital Practice. Andy is a trusted advisor to founders and investors across tech, life sciences, and business services, guiding clients through high-stake details with venture capital, private equity, and strategic partners. Andy, come tell us more about Pillsbury.
Thank you very much, Sherry. So Pillsbury is an international law firm, like Sherry said, but we're focused on technology. We've got a group of folks here tonight that cover a little bit of a sampling of what we offer for startups in Texas. We've got folks that focus on licensing and corporate, focus on protecting IP and litigating. It's really supposed to be an all-stop shop for somebody that's looking to build a business, grow it, scale it, bring that idea to market, and then ultimately take it public or sell it. That's what I get to do, and I love partnering with founders along that journey. I joined a startup when it was pre-revenue, pre-funding, and that was one of the biggest, most scary and exciting things in my life. Getting to ride that roller coaster and being part of building something forever changed my view of what it means to be part of a startup, and I'm so happy to be able to support them in my day job.
Thank you. We're so excited to have you as part of the Fiesta family, and we look forward to seeing you back here. So if you have questions, reach out to Andy. Next up, we have, every month, Capital Factory provides this amazing space for us, and I have Aaron. Aaron, sorry, that's Andy. This is Aaron. Aaron, I was going to say Handwecker, but it's hand worker. Repping Capital Factory. If you can't tell, I have a problem with name pronunciations. So before diving into the startup world, Aaron spent his days as an instructional designer at Apple, and his nights opening for Screech from, anybody know who Screech is? Oh my gosh, y'all are so much smarter. I had to look it up. Anyway, yes, Saved by the Bell as a comedian. Anyway, he'll be sharing how Capital Factory supports founders and fuels the Texas startups ecosystem. Come on up.
I want an applause. Yeah. Well, thank you all for coming. A lot of you I know, some of you I don't. Some amazing founders in this room right now. I see Melissa over there. I saw Ash earlier. I see Trevor, who I met today. Welcome from Orlando. You're welcomed here to Austin. And Phil's right here, or Hugh's right here. Thank you for coming, man. So yes, I'm Aaron Handwerker. I'm the community lead here at Capital Factory. And I came here about 3 years ago now with my second startup because of the mentor program. If you join Capital Factory with your startup, you have access to 200 mentors. They've all started, scaled, exited a company, or they're an industry expert. And unlike other accelerators or incubators, which I would never define us as, it's not structured. You just book time and go. That's the huge value. It's eternal. It's not 2 months and give us 7% and then goodbye. You know, it's welcome, you're here for as long as you need to be here. Outside of the 200 mentors, we also have a suite of other perks: AWS credits, IBM Cloud credits, legal consultations through BakerBots, amongst several others. We also have our whole Slack community of over 3,000, so you can look for co-founders, look for referrals, look for beta testers, whatever you might need. And of course, we have 24/7 co-working with hot desks, with dedicated desks, with private offices. And on top of that, we're a VC. We've invested in over 900 companies in the last 15 years. We're industry agnostic. We have the only 2 private companies who've landed on the moon. Firefly and Intuitive Machines are in our portfolio. We have a tequila brand. We have cybersecurity. We have everything. So if you're a startup and you're in that early stage or beyond, come out to Capital Factory, connect with me, and we'll walk you through the space, talk you about our ecosystem, and introduce you to one of the 1,200 events that we have here every year. Fiesta is one of my absolute favorites. It's one of the reasons I came to Capital Factory. I pitched my startup on this stage over 2 years ago now, and it's just an incredible ecosystem. It's WeWork, except everyone's a founder. We're all in the same ocean, just different boats. We get it, we support each other, and we'd be happy to have you. Thank you so much.
Who do you have? You have Caroline, and who else is here tonight? If you have any questions about, Caroline's over here. Anybody else? Nick left. Okay. Yeah, ask them questions about Capital Factory. They're Capital Factory, we're Fiesta. We work well together, but we are different. So anyway, I always like to do a shout out to Stella right here, our photographer. Where's Teo? Teo is with the video camera. Anyway, each month they make the magic happen by taking photos and capturing these memories. There's Teo behind the... Yes, make sure to tell them thank you. The photos will be up on our website underneath resources, past events. Stella usually gets them up there before Friday, and then Teo usually gets his up by Monday. Our bar sponsor and after party venue is Retail Therapy. We have Brandy and Tatum in the back working the bar. They provide the beverages. Let's give them a round of applause. Yes, incredible drinks. So. And they do appreciate tips. If anybody wants to tip them, they have a QR code. So be sure to thank the bartender. As soon as 8:30 strikes, we are kind of sending you on your way. But the party doesn't have to end. Retail Therapy is a incredible speakeasy bar. We head over there. If you, where's the QR code? If you scan the QR code, it'll give you directions, but literally it's out the back door to the right where the elevators are. Turn right, go down the stairs, cross the street, and you're there. Pretty easy to get there. So anyway, next up, it's time to meet the funders. So founders are always curious as who are the funders? And there's like this, ooh, the funders. So I'm trying to make it easy by inviting 2 funders each month to come and share about their fund and how they invest and look at founders. First up, I have Paola Retz. As a native of Honduras, Paola is passionate about partnering with diverse and underrepresented founders. She earned her MBA from Stanford and then started Galvanize in 2020, where she still is a nonprofit incubator for female founders, and you're still serving as a mentor there, correct? Before that, she was on the early team of Iron Spring Ventures, and Paola's investment experience spans multiple stages and industries with a focus on enterprise software. Please come tell us more about Live Oak. I saved you that.
Thanks, Cherie. First of all, kudos to you. It's been amazing to see you grow this community over the last 2 years. So thank you for the invite. And I'm curious to hear, how many of you have heard of Live Oak before? Okay, so decent amount. Maybe not from Sweden, but if you're in Texas and we're doing our job right, hopefully you've heard about us. So we are early stage investors. We're all, all in on Texas is what we say. All in on founders, community, and the investors, the whole startup ecosystem here in Texas. So we invest exclusively in Texas-based founders. And within that geographic focus, we are sector agnostic. We have a variety of different investments across software. That's both, enterprise software, lots of different verticals within that, infrastructure software, tech-enabled services as well. So pretty broad aperture. And we typically partner with founders at the seed Series A with average check sizes of $2 to $5 million. Initially, we have over 60 portfolio companies that we've invested in, and that's across 3 funds. The last fund that we're deploying out of is a $210 million vehicle that we started deploying out of in 2022, and are still, very actively looking for investments this and next year out of that fund. So very excited to hear from founders in the room. If you're building in Texas, you should definitely get in touch with us. We are very diligent about going through all of our inbound, and there's a form on our website that you can fill out. We will review those pitch decks. I do them personally, and the entire team gets them in town. And we actually have a lot of success through that channel. We've had one company IPO from a cold email, and so we take those very seriously. And in addition to that, you'll find everyone on the investment team has their email on our website, so you can also reach out to me on LinkedIn or reach out via email. I'd be happy to hear from you.
Thank you so much. I remember when you first moved here, because I think I met you right after you landed in Austin. So anyway, seeing you grow has been amazing. You will actually be able to see Paola's story in the newsletter next Tuesday when it comes out. We do tell the founders' stories after they pitch, so you can find out more about her as well as Live Oak. Next up, we have Joe Magyar. I'm really bad on names, sorry. I'm really blowing it tonight. Anyway, after 17 years immersed in global finance from Sydney to the States, Joe traded the kangaroos for breakfast tacos and queso. And that was in 2021. Now he calls Austin home and is as the founder of Seaplane Ventures and the host of Investing in Startup podcast. He's passionate about helping early stage founders take flight. Joe brings a sharp eye, global perspective, and a love for big ideas and breakfast tacos to everything he does. He is also a frequent speaker and media contributor. Let's welcome to the stage Joe to share more about Seaplane Ventures.
Thanks, Cherie. Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Shout out to the Swedish guy. That's awesome. So I'm a solo GP. I work by myself, so every time I talk to founders, it's always a partner meeting. I think founders like working with solo GPs. Obviously, there's a lot of benefits to having a big platform, but if you're working with a solo, they're very invested, literally, figuratively, top to bottom with what you're doing and what you're building. My fund is very concentrated, so we're only going to make, it's a royal we. I mean, you can include the dog, but we'll just say the dogs. Royal we, but we invest in only 15 companies per fund, so it's pretty high conviction. It's a concentrated strategy for a reason. We like to be able to spend more time with our founders. We write $250,000 checks, and we're happy to invest pre-seed seed. We're happy to be a first institutional check, be in a traditional round, invest in between rounds. When you're small, which my fund is, your whole strategy needs to be about being nimble and flexible, and we are. So appreciate your coming out. If you're interested in learning more about Seaplane, check out our site. Like Live Oak, you can get directly in touch. I review everything that comes through, and thanks for your time.
Thank you, Joe. Okay, if you are a funder or an investor here this evening and would like to share about your fund, please scan the QR code, and we would love to have you at one of our future Fiesta events. Announcements, our next Founders Gathering is on May 6th. We will be at Links again. If you are a female and you haven't been to one of our events, I encourage you to scan the QR code. Remember, I mentioned earlier that it brought us great joy in lifting up founders. Well, one of them tonight is Danny Feltzman. Where's Danny? Danny is over here, and actually he is launching on Kickstarter on Thursday. And so if you want to scan his QR code and reach out and head over to Kickstarter on Thursday and give some support, that would be amazing. And check out what he's working on. It's really a cool app. Okay, so this is the most, I know the pictures, are y'all ready? Yeah, this is the most important time that everybody's been waiting for, and I don't have Ryan here this evening, but my better half will be taking over. John will be introducing the pitch presenters, so let's get this started.
All right, so it always surprises me that we have so many people that come to this event, and I can't be more happier for all the founders that are in here. I think it's part of the energy of what everybody feels. Founders put out a certain vibration, they put out a certain energy, and I think you can feel it. I mean, raise your hand if you can feel the energy in this room. I mean, this is like, think about the brain power that's in here, the ideas, the innovation, the stuff that goes on here. It's just amazing. And then we get the chance to kind of uncork the bottle a little bit and hear from 10 founders. So we're pretty excited about doing that today. So the way this thing works, we have a 60-second countdown timer. I'm going to show you how it goes. So if you look at the left-hand side of the screen, that timer goes down. This is kind of going a little bit faster. And then the clapping comes on. So this is very regimented. So when you see those clapping hands, it's time for you to clap as well. It's a polite way to say, hey, you're done. So they get off the stage, and we go on to the next founder that gets to get up on stage. So without further ado, let's welcome Griffin to the stage. So let me tell something about Griffin real quick. So Griffin went to Hawaii with dreams of getting on a sailboat and traveling the world, but he had to put that on hold because he's actually going to help fix the planet. So tell us how you're going to fix that, Griffin. Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah, I had to memorize it. Okay. Over the last 2 decades or so, American dairy farmers have only turned a profit 3 times. While their cows are emitting about $2,600 worth of methane every year. We're turning that climate liability into, we're turning that climate liability into serious income for our producers. EcoVanguard is building a wearable device that captures cow burps as well as real-time health data, creating dual income opportunities for our farmers. We already have a 150 head dairy LOI signed, and we're finishing our proof of concept this week. We're looking for technical advisors in the oil and gas space, biofuel regulation space, as well as project finance. And we're also raising a $200K bridge to a pre-seed to complete our working prototype and secure our first purchase orders. If you want to partner with us and create the first billion-dollar company off of cow burps, join me.
Thanks, Griffin. So normally I don't do this, obviously, so I'm going to give away everything to whoever comes up on stage. So I'm actually having to do 3 things here. I got to control the slides, I've got to think about who's going to be next, and I'm bound to make mistakes. So yeah, please bear with me. So Dr. Talia Waller is next up. So I want to introduce her. She is growing up as a military brat. She's consistently moving all around, but it taught you how to adapt quickly. And so she is now, as of September, calling Austin home. Welcome, Dr.
Thank you. So raise your hand if you think you have a personal brand. Jesus, okay. Wasn't expecting that, okay. Every founder, executive, investor, and leader in this room has a personal brand. It's not optional, it's an intangible asset. We invest in it, we borrow from it, and we trade on it. But no one knows how much it's actually worth. or what happens when it collapses, because accounting standards never evolved to measure it. So I decided to build the market, the standard, and the platform. I started by publishing the first textbook on the topic. I've taught it at Duke and other universities around the world, as well as advised the United Nations, the US Congress, the Federal Reserve Board, and more. Next, I built Valuables. We're the first AI platform that quantifies executive brand equity as a financial asset and a material risk. We sell to investors and corporate boards because they're the people that are investing in brands the most. Oh, thank you. And we've raised $220,000 towards our $1 million pre-seed goal. We're backed by Techstars, JP Morgan, and Oracle. Thank you. We're featured in Bloomberg and, this is not because I'm great? No? Oh.
We got to keep it at 60 seconds.
Oh, sorry.
No, you did great. You did awesome. If you want to find... No, if you want to find more information, because apparently she's got a lot more to talk about, she's going to be right up here afterwards. No, you did awesome. You did good. Okay, so Ashley is the founder of Jubilee. She has an identical twin sister. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's awesome. And you're going to give us a little whirl about what Jubilee's all about. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ashley Waldman, as he said. Fighting with your kids to eat healthy sucks. This is something I struggle with personally as a mom of two very young kids, one of which is autistic, and she really struggles with a lot of flavors and textures. So I invented Jubilees to provide some relief. It is a clean, functional flavored milk with a secret. It has hidden veggies, 0 added sugar, and 8 grams of natural protein. No weird protein isolates here. It comes in really fun nostalgic flavors like chocolate chip cookie, banana cream pie, and strawberry shortcake. Believe it or not, the flavored milk industry is a $57 billion industry. It's expected to grow by 5% to close to $90 billion by 2030. I launched just 6 weeks ago. I've already generated more than $20,000 in revenue. I've launched into 5 retailers. I'm launching into 5 retail chains this summer, including Sprouts, Central Market, and Albertsons. I've been featured in Fox News, Business Insider, Austin Business Journal. I'm a KHE Trend Finder winner, and I was named one of the 14 brands to watch by Beverage Forum.
So there. So I get to welcome Bjorn up. So Bjorn, his first experience on U.S. soil was at a Burning Man festival. So it doesn't go any different than that.
It went pretty okay. My name is Bjarne Haug, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. I got one exit. So I have a big 24-foot enclosed car trailer that I paid $130 a month for to have at a storage facility, and I realized that is stupid. I use it 6 times a month. I want to rent it out. There's only Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever out there. There's no securities. So we decided to create my trailer as a trailer rental marketplace. And instead of paying $130 a month, I'm now making between $500 and $1,000 a month renting out my trailer. So we are only in Austin at the moment. We got a couple of rentals outside of Austin. We rent a lot of trailers, so we are looking for some seed money to actually conquer the whole state of Texas and eventually nationwide. And we're also looking for a insurance partner, and that's basically it. Burning Man.
Thanks, Bjorn. So Molly is going to come on stage. Her co-founder, Amy, just to let you know, she actually started this company when she was 6 months pregnant. So try to do that, guys. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Molly Morse. And I'm Amy Kiska, and we are the co-founders of Recess. Recess is a category-defining marketplace for children's after-school activities and camps. We just raised a $1.75 million pre-seed round from the original investors behind Bobby the Infant Formula. Thank you so much. And so our search site is now live in Austin. We're launching booking on platform this summer. And this is a $40 billion market in the United States alone. We're starting here in Austin. We're so excited to serve the parents who had felt the pain of how hard it is to search, book, and organize all your children's activities in one place.
So our ask tonight, if you know any parenting communities that we should be plugged into or any kind of parenting super connectors, please let us know. We'd really appreciate that. So thank you. We'll chat more with all of you later.
Thank you. Okay. So Lynn's up next. Lynn just got finished from a nice trip to, where'd you go? You were in Spanish-speaking countries, Portugal and Spain. Well, welcome back to Austin. Tell us about your company.
Good evening. My name is Lynn Calloway. And did you know that 95% of Americans are not getting enough fiber in our diet? And half of the sugars that we consume come from beverages. Don't feel bad. I didn't know these statistics either. And back in 2018, after giving birth to my son, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. I was looking for a way to help address things like gut health issues, brain fog, and just feeling bad overall. So what did? I created Good Dirt. Good Dirt is the first prebiotic soda crafted with both fungi and fiber. It is delicious. You can't taste any of the ingredients I just named. It has 10 grams of fiber, and it is free of stevia and sugar alcohols. So we've been in business for 1 year. We launched in 2024 with a bang in almost 400 Sprouts grocery stores nationwide, and we've sold out. We've sold 60,000 units to date, making 6 figures in our first year. We're currently seeking $500,000 in funding to help meet our growing demand and grow our operations right here in Austin, Texas. If you're interested in helping us build our brand, please, let's chat. Thank you.
Anybody thirsty? So Jeremy's going to come up with Scalify. We've got a real-life hero among us. So as a lifeguard, he actually was responsible for helping save the life of someone who was drowning and pull him out. So, hey, thanks again for saving that life, and let's see if you can save mine.
So many jokes come to mind, but that's not appropriate. So, hi guys. There are a lot of people at work that are not aligned, that are frustrated with their leadership and the gap between the goals, the strategy, and the day-to-day execution. That's why we built an AI-first, what we call a work acceleration platform called F.I.E.S.T.A. The platform uses Gen AI, integrates with Google Workspace, Microsoft 365, and Slack to give you context-rich assistance. Imagine using a generative AI tool that already knows what you're working on, that already has the context of what you need, and you can simply truly ask for what it needs, and it will give you just that. While we are raising, and so investors, let's talk if you're here. Looking at you. We're actually here looking for beta clients. So we're launching in the next couple of weeks. We've got some people that have used the platform with phenomenal feedback so far. And if you want to see the future of work with the Gen AI that knows what you're working on and can truly help you, go to our website and we'll talk.
Appreciate it. So next up we have Olivia with Tap Integration. So she just got back. I don't know, when did you come back from Kathmandu? So you were doing something? Okay, so that was one of the big experiences working in an orphanage. Thank you for your service.
Hi, everyone. My name is Olivia MacDonald. I'm the founder of Tap Integration. We are simplifying psychedelic aftercare. Quick show of hands, who here has experienced psychedelics? Keep your hand up if you know what psychedelic integration means. Okay, so 60% of people struggle to maintain the change that they experience through psychedelic therapy. Psychedelic integration is comprised of 3 different things. 1, processing the big insights that come through in these psychedelic experiences. 2, learning how to take those insights and use them to rewire your brain to become the person that you want to be. And 3, taking that applied knowledge and converting it into action to really change and become the person that you want to be. We have an app in the app stores. We have more than 100 beta testers on our platform. And next month, we're putting on a big conference for facilitators. So if you have a brand or a company that you would like to partner with us and get your brand in front of facilitators, let's talk afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. So next up is one of our own, Destin Bell. So let's see, you wrote something interesting here. And not many people know this, but he's actually a TV personality. Does everybody know this guy's actually a TV personality? He was recently filming a reality TV program in London, but you can't say if you won anything or not.
I'm legally not saying it. I wrote that contract, I didn't know you would say it out loud. I cannot legally say you will have me shot.
Yeah, so have fun.
Thank you. What's poppin', everybody? How y'all doing? So show of hands here, who loves cardio fitness? You can't wait to go run a 5K casually for fun, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got like 7, 8, 10 liars in the building today. That's okay. I won't tell anybody you did it. It's cool. We're all friends here. But let's be honest, the majority of us don't like walking and running. It's something that we don't really do. That's why most Americans, frankly, don't do enough of it. So with my app, Cardio, we're turning outdoor walking and running into a giant game of team turf war to gamify it and make it something that's a little bit more fun for everyone. We have over 50,000 users across 87 countries. We've raised around $1 million in funding, including from Pokemon Go, and most recently with Damon John and another shark on Shark Tank a couple months back. Only thing I can ask of you guys is that if you're interested in finding a way to make running a little bit more fun, to give the app a download. It's Cardio, just like it's spelled right there on the App Store, and I would love to have you. Thank you.
So I liked what he was doing so much, I decided to come be an advisor for his company. So that's pretty cool. You really need to download it and check it out. Sarah. Sarah's up, so let's see. You grew up in an organic homestead, you're going to have to explain this, in the Sonoran Desert. I have no idea where that is. You toured the U.S. doing stage lighting from a bus and once worked on a Netflix children's show created by Ludacris. Lots of diversity there. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Sarah Morgan, founder and CEO of Audiolo.com. When I started working in animation audio production for Netflix originals like Karma's World, I was shocked to discover that studios are still managing their entire audio asset pipeline, which can be millions of data points for just one show, line by line on Excel spreadsheets. I knew there was a better way, so I decided to take my app development background and startup experience and pair it with my animation production expertise to create Audiolo.com, a first-to-market B2B SaaS application that automates audio asset management, saving studios millions of dollars per show. We launched our MVP and now have pilot programs with Paramount, Nickelodeon, and interest from Netflix, Sony Pictures Animation, and many others. We're raising a $500K pre-seed round, which will allow us to secure enterprise contracts with major studios, getting us to $1.4 million revenue in 2025. If you're an investor, I would love to chat with you.
Nice. All right, give it up for all our pitchers. They did great tonight. It's incredible. Hey, if you guys are out there and haven't pitched in like 6 months or you haven't pitched at all up on stage, scan this QR code. Be more than welcome to, we're already signing up people for May and June, so it's never too late. So tonight was also something that you probably don't know a lot about, but we actually are live streaming tonight. We kind of kept it a secret. We're testing some things out. We're going to see if it works. But if you can't make it to Fiesta going forward, you just head out to the Fiesta Connect website. We'll be streaming all the pitches that you see here in real time, and that's to help us reach audiences outside of Austin, or for those that just can't make it out here to see what's going on. Just a general reminder, please pick up trash as you're going out, and thank you for your patience while we did this program. Go back to your networking and enjoy your time. Thanks.